and behind the first two rows, Cindric, Preece at the line. Who?
Cindric. I like Cindric, and it's because of them lap cars in front of him. He had the upper hand with the cars in front. That was perfect timing for him.
Austin Cindric just dropped a bombshell after Talladega victory. Austin Cindric gave Team Penske its first victory of the 2025 season at Talladega Superspeedway. Cindric's dramatic win came after a tense battle where he held off a pack of challengers over the closing lap in what was described as a rare drama-free day at Talladega. The victory marks Cindric's third win of his Cup Series career and his first at Talladega. This win also snapped his 30-race losing streak, a drought that had stretched back to June 2024 at Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. Most importantly, the victory makes Cindric the first Penske driver locked into the playoffs this season. After crossing the finish line, Cindric's celebration revealed his excitement as he declared over his radio, "Rock on, guys, rock and roll, let's go." Sunday's Jack Links 500 at Talladega Superspeedway was unusually calm compared to previous races at the notoriously chaotic track. There were only 4 cautions throughout the 188-lap race, 2 of which were scheduled stage breaks, totaling just 22 laps under caution. This marked the 4th consecutive Talladega race with only 4 cautions. Despite the relatively clean race, the action on track remained intense with season-high numbers and lead changes at 67 among 23 different drivers. The race featured a close finish with Cindric edging out Ryan Preece by just 0.022 seconds. 4 drivers initially took positions 1 through 2 at the finish with Cindric and Preece, while Kyle Larson and William Byron finished 3rd and 4th for Hendrick Motorsports. However, post-race inspections would later change these results. The race was remarkably competitive, with only 5 cars failing to finish from the 40-car field, and an impressive 30 drivers completing the race on the lead lap. The action began with Zane Smith starting from pole position for the first time in his NASCAR Cup Series career, though he only stayed near the front for the first few laps before falling back in typical superspeedway fashion. The first major incident occurred on lap 43 during green flag pit stops. Brad Keselowski was moving toward pit road when he and Kyle Busch collided, collecting Ryan Blaney in the process. This ended the day for these betting favorites, with Blaney recording his 4th DNF in just 10 races this season.
And half of the Chevrolets. We're told these are the trouble. One car wildly spinning up toward the top of the wall as 2 more go through the infield, including Keselowski and Blaney are involved in a miscue trying to get to pit road. And caution is out for the first time today.
Big damage for Keselowski. I think he's tore up the most. I think the right rear toe link is definitely broke on Blaney on the 12, but I think they can get that fixed. 6 car with, man, he was in a not a must-win situation, Kevin, but he was ready to pounce on him this weekend. Talked about it in the pre-race with him.
Keselowski explained, "It was just a stack of guys trying to come to pit road as fast as they could, and we were kind of the ham in the sandwich that got squeezed. I waved down the backstretch to let everybody know I was going to pit, and I came off of 4 and everybody was so tight behind me that I didn't even have a chance to turn left. I hate that it ruined not just our day, but several other people's day. I don't think I could do anything different." Just 9 laps later, another significant crash occurred when Christopher Bell was turned around by Denny Hamlin while leading, sending Bell into Chris Buescher and hard into the inside wall.
Whoa! Something gonna happen, all right.
Bell hard into the wall.
That is a huge hit. That was right there at the front. He had Hamlin, his teammate, pushing hard on the outside on the exit of turn 2. Let's see what happens here.
Christopher Bell on the radio says, "I'm okay," and drops the window net to show that to the AMR safety crew that's quickly on the scene.
"What in the hell? Man, apologies if that's on me," Hamlin radioed. "We weren't even up to speed yet. I don't know why that would have wrecked him. When he shot down to the bottom, I wasn't even sure I was actually on him." Bell took a more philosophical view after exiting his car. "Denny didn't do anything wrong. You have to push to be successful. It's a product of the cars we race with this rules package." The first stage concluded with Kyle Larson securing his first ever stage win at Talladega, a victory that carried historical significance as it marked Larson's 67th stage win, making him NASCAR's all-time stage winner. This achievement broke his tie with Martin Truex Jr. However, Larson's celebration was short-lived as he was penalized for speeding on pit road and dropped to 17th for the restart. Stage 2 featured its own drama when Bubba Wallace narrowly held off Joey Logano to win the segment. This result prompted an explosive radio rant from Logano directed at his Penske teammate Cindric, who Logano felt didn't push him properly. The final stage came down to pit stop strategy and execution. With 17 laps remaining, Cindric's team delivered the fastest final pit stop of the day, moving him from around 10th position to the lead as the field cycled through pit stops. This proved decisive, as Cindric would hold that position until the checkered flag. The most explosive moment of the race came not on the track, but over the team radio following Stage 2. Joey Logano erupted in fury when his teammate Cindric didn't push him, allowing Toyota driver Bubba Wallace to win the stage instead. Cindric defended his actions, explaining, "That was all I could do not to wreck Joey. I was obviously trying to stay there. I was trying not to wreck everybody." This teammate tension might have been forgotten after Cindric's victory, but post-race events only amplified the drama. Cindric decided to celebrate his win by wearing Talladega Superspeedway's traditional victory wreath around the track. Cindric said, "Feels like I just won the Indy 500. I'm trying to walk on the plane with this." When asked if he was concerned about how teammate Logano might react to such a celebration given their earlier conflict,
requires constant maintenance, and it's not always pretty, and the conversations aren't always easy, but I do feel like as a team we do it better than most. So I think that's something we'll definitely be talking about tomorrow as far as how to do it better and understand all sides and be better for it. I think that would be very immature. So no, I don't see him doing that.
This direct comment about his teammates' potential reaction has created significant buzz, with many wondering about the state of Team Penske's internal dynamics heading into the next race. The drama continued after the race when NASCAR announced that both Ryan Preece and Joey Logano were disqualified following post-race inspections due to spoiler infractions. This altered the official results, moving Kyle Larson to second place, William Byron to third, Noah Gragson to fourth, and Chase Elliott to fifth. Despite the earlier radio outburst, Logano appeared to have calmed down by the time he spoke to the media after the race. "About time one of us wins these things," Logano said of the Penske trio. When you think about the amount of laps led by Team Penske and Ford in general, just haven't been able to close. To see a couple of Fords on the front row duking it out, I wish one of them was me, in a selfish way. But it's good to see those guys running up there and being able to click one off. These comments came before his disqualification was announced, which may have reignited tensions within the team. Cindric's victory carries significant historical weight. He becomes the 10th consecutive different winner at Talladega, extending the track's record streak of races without a repeat winner.
But now you finally get another one.
I'm just so proud of this team. I mean, from the cycles to the fast cars to the fuel-only stops, Doug, my spotter, everybody. I've been trying for, probably 3-4 years now to get a cup win for John Menard and Menards, and that bright yellow car looks great up front, and I'm just so thankful for everyone's support, and the Ford Performance Roush Yates engines package to these types of racetracks are second to none, and we talk about in every single one of those meetings why we haven't won one of these races, and just really proud of the effort, and very thankful for Discount Tire, Snap-on Auto Trader, Roger Penske, everybody makes this possible for me.
You guys had the quickest pit stop on the last pit cycle of the race. That helped you get the lead, but you had to hold all these guys off coming to the start-finish line. What was going on as you were coming off at turn 4? Yeah,
no, it definitely wasn't easy. I give a lot of credit. Kyle did a lot to take care of me, pushing me at the right times in the tri-oval. As mad as I was at him after Atlanta, I feel like we're good now. So that was great. I mean, having a photo finish at Talladega and to be able to do it, get in the playoffs in front of this amazing crowd on a beautiful day.